Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video we want to show you how you can easily create a concept design for any piping layout. So to start with our tool, you can go to the add-ins page and then click on the MEPAiA. After that you will see the window like this. Maybe if you did play a little bit, you will either go to the pressure drop calculation or optimal routes. But in order to do what we will show in this video, you will need to be over here in voice to command. But this is not mandatory, so you can either proceed with the voice or you can type over here. And just to show that the text will work, we will load and execute first couple of commands with the text. So for example, if I want to start with the project, I can say from this folder, load file with this name. And then because you want immediately, because this is an MEP project to have spaces, so we will also say turn on room bounding, create spaces and transfer room informations. And you see that the tool will execute everything at once. Basically, each and every step will be separate command. So if you're not satisfied with something, you can always go undo. Okay. And okay, if you did create it, the link is still selected, so you can also pin it. But if you're not satisfied with some action, you can always remember that for each and everything, our tool will create a separate transaction, so you can also undo. So we did insert link, enable room bounding, place spaces, and then we also did transfer room information. And you can see that also when you click on any space, you must have the same information in the space that corresponds to the room information. And okay, from here, it is the same. Will you use this tool to create pipe, duct, or cable tray? But in this video, we want to create a couple of pipes to play with them and to maybe show how you can easily create concept design. And this is a sample Autodesk project, as you probably know, but it is a good, let's say, polygon for us to play and to create some use case. So let's imagine just some case where maybe over here we will have a technical shaft from which we will have the pipes. So our layout basically will start over here, go down, and then finish in those rooms. Let's try to create a couple of routes in that direction. So immediately you can now use voice, of course. You can also use the text, but let's try to use voice. Please create pipe route that starts from the space 128, go to the space 115 and finish in the space 104. Diameter is 65 and elevation is 3.2 meters. What is very important for you to do after we recognize your voice and your intent, it is good that you just check if everything is okay, all the numbers and all the details that you did mention. I think that over here this is okay, so we can execute. And we didn't say which pipe type we want to use and which system we want to use, so of course you can select it over here. If you say that as attribute, we'll try also some other example. The default behavior is if you did say, for example, standard pipe type, and you did say sanitary, our tool will automatically set that for you. And again, it is just on you to verify that you want to use that. But if not, of course, you can change it. Okay, now we have one route and it is 65, it is on the 3.2. What is very important also to tell is, especially over here in the concept design, we are using this center of space in order to basically create a route. So if you want to play further, you maybe want to create some different route. I don't know, something like this, and I don't know, something like this. So now I did move a little bit those space centers, because let's imagine that now I want to start from this space and from this point and to go in this room, but this is now like the waypoint, and I want to finish over here. So let's see if our tool will actually follow those new space center positions. You can also use the text, but I think voice it's faster, and you can also minimize this window. So please now create additional pipe route, start in the space 117, go into space 115, and finish in the space 106. Dimension of the pipe is 100 millimeters, and elevation is 2.9 meters. Now we will process the voice. If you want to check, you can always maximize. I think that over here everything is okay, and you can execute it. You can also automatically execute it from that minimized window over here. Let's just confirm, and now we will check. So the route did start over here. Now, you know, when you move those centers in a different positions, we need to satisfy all conditions. So we did start over here, we did go through this center, and we did finish in this center. So we did follow the geometry in this case. Also, if you add some mechanical equipment, and let's add it to 2.8, and over here you can also select the things. If you have two or more things, again you can say create a pipe DN32, and now you can say it is for example chilled water pipe type, and system is, for example. And what is important, even though you did select those two elements, we do not know which one you want to use as a first element and which one you want to use as a second. So that is why we will also ask you, and it is very important that you select in sequence. If you want that this element be first, you should click on that element and then on the second one. So click, click, and escape to cancel the command. Now we know the geometry, and over here we did understand your intent, but over here you can just verify that everything is correct. And now we did create DN32 on 2.8. Yeah. So you didn't say over here what is the elevation, so we did read from the equipment. Equipment elevation is 2.8 meters, and that is why the pipe is also on 2.8 meters. It makes a difference which one you did select as a first one and which one you did select as a second one. So I will just replicate this prompt. This is very important also for you to know. If you want to use the same prompt again, you can use the arrow, up arrow on your keyboard, and it will show you the last prompt. Now we will just select in the reverse order. So this is the first element, this is the second, and escape. We will confirm this one. And now you can see that the route is going in a different way. So it does matter which is the first element and which is the second element. You can always undo things in the old-fashioned way over here in Revit, but you can also use our tool to undo the steps. And over here, I'm not sure how far we did go with the steps, but let's say just to show that undo command works, so we can use the voice. Please undo last 10 steps. I don't know if that will delete everything, but let's just see and confirm that also this command works. Okay, and it looks like that it did go to the good point. So over here we did say let's create a couple of pipes in order to create a route. So if you did create this pipe and if you're satisfied with the route, over here you're probably not satisfied with the route because we are going through electrical room, and over here we are very close, or we are even a little bit into this concrete column. So probably you want to move this pipe a little bit up. And to move this pipe, you can, of course, use our tool. So we can say, please move this pipe 1 meter up. Okay, maybe that will not be sufficient. Yeah, probably it's not sufficient, but let's say that it is okay. It is in the corridor and we will create some additional pipes. So now to create additional pipes, the easiest way is to say create parallel pipes. So we will do that. Please create parallel pipes, 3 additional pipes on the right. The distance between the pipes is 300 millimeters. And I could call this function without selecting anything. Then the feature will tell me, okay, please select something, and you need to select something which will be reference for your route and something which is good to tell where we will go when you say left or right or up and down. If you want to say go up or down, it is good to select horizontal pipe. Over here I did say right, so this is a good option for me to go with. Okay, now we have, and we can also verify that the distance is 300 millimeters. Okay, you can say change the system, you can say change the dimension, for example. If we select this entire route, we can say please change diameter of all pipes to be 100. And I did select all pipes in this route. It will also change the dimension of the fittings. And it is 100. And now, for example, if you have 2 pipes that will go to this room and 2 pipes that will go to this room, let's now insert again that mechanical equipment. I don't know, we can place it on the 2.75. And now, for example, we want to have 2 branches from here to this equipment. How we can do that? Again, we can go either by using space if you do not have equipment. So over here to create new pipe, we have a couple of ways, but let's just run the command and then we will select elements and create it like that. Please create new pipe route. Dimension is 25 millimeters and elevation is 2.75 meters. Because we didn't say from which space to which space and for selected elements and things like that, the tool will prompt us to select referenced elements. So let's click this one and this one, escape, okay. And we have one element, it is not connected. Now we can either copy this element and run the command again, but over here I think it's easier to copy. Please copy selected element 200 millimeters left. Okay, and because we need this one also for this device over here, maybe we can just check roughly what is the distance, like 6 meters. So please copy selected element 6 meters right. And now finally we will call connect elements command. It is a very useful command. So over here, you need just to select things in some specific order. So you need to select first element and what is the element on which you want to connect. Let's say this pipe I want to connect over here, this pipe I want to connect over here. Again, this pipe over here and this pipe over here, and then I will go escape. When I hit escape, then Revit will make sure that we did actually connect all those pipes. And as you can see over here, we didn't make sure that we have the same pipe types. I did mix chilled water and plastic, but this is just to show that you can quickly create a concept, that you can play with the elements. The one thing that you can also do is to create a section and then also arrange the elements into the section. So for example, if we want to create a section in this space, we can say, please create a horizontal section in the space 116. If you need section in this vertical orientation, you can also create that one. And also you can do from one command creation of the space and detail level, and you can say that the detail level will be fine. It will do the both commands at once. And over here now you can also play. You can say copy selected elements 400 millimeters below, and it didn't recognize entirely my text, but it did finish the command. You can also say, please move selected elements 200 millimeters up. And you can also combine commands. Please move element 200 millimeters right and then 150 millimeters below. So it must go right and then down. Okay, and of course, the thing that we did show a couple of times, and I will show you also over here. If you want to add insulation, you can either provide just a snapshot and then our tool will add that insulation. But even if you do not have a snapshot from Excel or from some standard, you can also call the command add insulation. And then our tool will tell you to select pipe or ducts that you want to use in order to add insulation. And now I can select everything, click finish. Our tool will read which type of insulation you have in the model, and then if you want to go like this, if you did isolate some elements by specific diameter or something, you can proceed and you can add insulation in this way. I will show you, of course, the other way. And that other way basically can be anything. So over here you can say what's the diameter, and over here you can say, I hope that I did write it correctly. So over here you can say 25, 32, 40, 50, 65, 80, 100, for example. And over here you can say anything basically. This is just some random values. So you can see that it will work. And now if you create a snapshot, just add over here and say execute, our tool will recognize basically your intent. Aha, it looks like I did selected, but I didn't. Finish. Which type? We didn't say which type, so let's, for example, go with fiberglass. And over here it will say it added insulation to the 56 elements. So even if we do the section or in the floor plan, you will be able to see that we did add insulation. And that is pretty much it for this pipe routing. Thank you for watching.